Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. Today is Monday, the 17th. Guys, the 17th of October, 2022. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us the collective a blessing for this Monday morning. Here we go, guys. We get the blessed treasure within. The qualities you admire in others, you also possess. There is a treasure within you. This card is here to help you reconnect with the well of wisdom, creativity, and beauty inside of you. It is time to shine your light. Namaste. Let me read this one more time. The blessed treasure within. The qualities you admire in others, you also possess. There is a treasure within you. This card is here to help you reconnect with the well of wisdom, creativity, and beauty inside you. It is time to shine your light. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, y'all. I have got some good questions today. I don't have a bunch of them, but I have a couple. So remember, this channel is driven by your questions. So if I don't have questions, we have a very short show. So please, guys, please give me questions for Wednesday's early bird special. And also remember that on Wednesday, I will be sitting down with Johnny of Tarot's Apprentice at 4 p.m. in the afternoon on his channel. All right. First question we have is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl says, Nancy Pelosi put a lot of trust in Mike Pence on January 6th. She put a lot of trust in Mike Pence. Why did she put so much trust into Mike Pence? And Beautiful Girl, that is easy because Pence was in the exact same boat she was. Pence was no more safe than she was. In crisis that comes solidarity sometimes. Now, we did also hear her making it very clear what she would like to do to certain people who were responsible for what happened. I mean, she threatened a little bit of violence there. And there is nothing wrong with that. Just like I keep saying about the January 6th committee, Liz Cheney, the reason that she is doing what she's doing is because her life was in danger. Period. Full stop. She understands the severity of what happened that day. And so does Nancy Pelosi. And so does Mike Pence, even though these people are still doing this authoritarian thing, trying to pretend like what happened didn't happen. All of this. She trusted Mike Pence because she knew that he was in as much danger as everybody else. Period. She trusted him to do the right thing because she understood that he was in as much danger as she was. And Mike Pence understood that he was in as much danger, if not more so, than other people there. Remember, they came in. They wanted Nancy's head on a pike, but they came in chanting, "Hang Mike Pence." Okay? So he understood how much danger he was in. And remember, the only shot that was fired was when they got close to Pence. That's when the shot rang out. So, I mean, we have to pay attention to what actually happened. Okay, Beautiful Girl has a second question. Who is likely to succeed or secede? Succeed is the right word. Who is likely to succeed Nancy when she steps down from Speaker of the House? And guys, I have been saying now, I feel like Adam Schiff is going to play a major, major, major role in the reconstruction of America when we get to that point. But we're still in the tearing down phase. So Tarot is not going to tell me who it is. Tell me if it will be a male or a female who will succeed Nancy Pelosi when she steps down. You can do that for me. Tell me, will it be a male? 2 cards dropped out. Let's see what they are. And they are both males. Guys, I'm going to say it this way. When Nancy steps down, who will replace her will be a male. And guys, I really feel that it will be like Adam Schiff or Benny Thompson. Someone like that will step into that seat, at least in the interim. Adam Schiff or Benny Thompson. Those are the 2 words, the 2 names that have come into my head. Adam Schiff and Benny Thompson. I hope I have his name right, but that's the name that came to me. There you go, beautiful girl. We'll see. Okay, next question. Peter Thiel. A beautiful girl would like me to do a deep dive on Peter Thiel. What is his plans for America? And we need to know about who this man is. Peter Thiel is a co-founder of PayPal. He was one of the first oligarchs. He is an American. He's a German-American billionaire. Okay, he's an American oligarch. He went halvesies in with Musk to create PayPal, and he also was one of the first donors to Zuckerberg in Facebook, one of the first mega donors to get it off the ground. So what does Peter Thiel have designed? He's also a venture capitalist. And he's also severely on the right side. He is anti anything sanity. He is against He's an election denier after all this. So what is Peter Thiel's designs on America? What does he have planned for America? Because it is nefarious. And he is working hand in hand with Elon. He's working with Elon, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. First card we get is the 8 of Swords, tied and bound, the prison card. But this is his designs on America is to tie up, to destroy democracy. This is another one. He is on team freaking Russia. He is another one that is going to do everything. This is the 1%. They are going to flex like I keep saying. The 1% is going to show us exactly who they are and what their designs on America is. The first card he gets is the 8 of Swords. These are the designs that he has based on us, guys. He wants America tied up to where we can be taken over. This is what it is. And he does not care. He doesn't care what we lose. This is about them trying to get power, trying to keep power, and trying to rewrite history. This is about them not wanting to give an inch to anything else. What Donnie started, what Mitch put rolling, because remember, this big boulder was sitting at the top of the hill for the last 20 years. Oh, Donnie Boy and Mitch McConnell have kicked it off its axis, and now it's rolling downhill. This is the rich about to do what they have been planning to do. This person is here to harm us. And I have to just say it that way. What's chasing him is the devil, force, fatality, ruin, evilness, devilishness. This is about lying. This is about trying to keep control. You're going to fight against sanity, fight against the truth. Another one that wants to drive us headlong into conflict and who wants us to bow down to Russia. This is another one. He, like I said, he's on the same page as Elon. And this card, even though this strength card, and he has the strength card because he has power behind him. His power is in his wallet. He is financially solvent. Okay, he's a billionaire with a B, and he actually has money. But this card, because he's an acolyte for 45, this is an abuse of power, and that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to bring America to America's knees. They want to take over this country ideologically. They want to change. Guys, like I called Texas, Tex Arabia, these people are the same ones who are working to that exact end. You know, this person wants us to be ran like Russia, wants us to listen to what Vlad has to say, wants us to give credence to a barbarian. And this is a person who will lie, steal, cheat, and murder to get their way for entertainment purposes only. Okay. All right. All right. There you go, beautiful girl. It's nefarious. He is in league. He is in league with Elon. They are putting their money and resources together to destroy democracy in America. And that's what it's about. He is an election denier. He will go around spreading lies about how Biden didn't win the election. He's a creep, he's a cretin, he's a liar, and he's dangerous to America. And him and Elon have their designs. They are working with the despots. They are despots. They are oligarchs who are out for themselves. Call Elon what he is, an oligarch. He is an African American. Yes, Elon Musk is an African American oligarch. But he is not a melanated African American. And there is a difference. All right. Okay. Whew. That was nasty. It's nasty what Peter Thiel has, what he has plans, what his designs on American democracy are. Okay. My next question is from Capricorn Queen 7425. I guess a law has been passed in Utah that biological fathers will legally be required to pay half of all out-of-pocket pregnancy costs when they get somebody pregnant. Capricorn Queen would like to know, will red or pro-life states adopt this law? Okay, I'm going to say that again. Utah is requiring all men who get their wife, girlfriend, mistress, whomever, pregnant, to pay half of all out-of-pocket pregnancy-related costs. Capricorn Queen would like to know, will this law be spread to other red or pro-life states? Will they adopt this type of legislation? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to say right off the top, yes. And this is actually out of this is probably the only thing that actually makes sense out of all of this to actually put actual legal responsibility on the other half that causes pregnancy, since a woman cannot get pregnant by herself, but men have been allowed to walk away from pregnant women forever. But yes, it's not going to spread to all states, but there will be some states who will pick this up so that they can have, and this is what it's about, guys, about having families that are taken care of. So yes, it's not going to be all states, because there's still going to be a whole level of poverty behind this. But yes, they're going to be working on this, working on ways to make people accountable, working on ways to make the other half of a pregnancy responsible for the care and well-being of that fetus, and while it's in utero, and then when it comes into the world. Yes, this is a gift for some people, for all women who this affects. This is probably the sanest law that I have ever heard of that should have been a law 400 years ago. If you make it, you take care of it. And if you was one of the dogs sniffing around, putting your thing in there, and it's a possibility that it's yours, well, until the DNA test is done and you find out whether or not it is yours, every one of them little flies that was flitting around that honeypot should be required to pay for half of all the pregnancy-related issues. Period. If you dipped in it and she got pregnant, don't matter how many of you there was, every one of you should have to pay. If you got the candy, you should have to pay the clerk. There you go. All right. All right. My next question is from Keba L. And Keba would like to know, will Lauren Dooley get prison time? Now, Keba wanted to know, would she get life? But this is an attempted murder, and nobody gets life for attempted murder. So I'm going to ask it this way. Will Lauren Dooley get prison time for attempted murder and kidnapping of a 21-year-old black male that they met over like Tinder, some type of a dating app? And the man came over to her house and she untied him. She tied him up, performed fellatio on him, and then, it was a whole thing. He went over there willingly. So I have to give the background of this case. This is really Dahmer-ish, guys. This is really Dahmer-ish. She invited him over. They met on a dating app. She invited him to her house. When he arrived at her house, they got naked. She tied him up, performed fellatio on him. Then they decided to do some other things in different areas of the apartment or house. So there's different crime scenes around this apartment. Anyway, somewhere during this encounter, she ties him up to a bed and she starts slicing him. She's attempting to murder him. She's slicing him, hurting him, beating him, and all of this, SAing him. She's assaulting him sexually while this is all happening, okay? At some point, she gets tired or hungry, and she calls DoorDash or Uber Eats or something. And this man sees his opportunity to escape. And somehow he makes his escape. And he is severely injured. And he's bleeding. He's been stabbed. He's been sliced. He's been SA'd. Okay? So, Lauren Dooley has been arrested. Will she be convicted of attempted murder and kidnapping? There's the question. Now that everybody has the full story of what happened. And this is a cautionary tale, guys. Be aware, especially if you're young out there doing this dating app stuff, that there are bad people out there. People who only do this so that they don't have to hunt their victims, that their victims come willingly to them. Okay, will Lauren Dooley get prison time for attempted murder and kidnapping? She's going to get prison time. Yes, she is going to she will get justice. And guys, this is going to be something that's going to change some laws on these dating apps. There are going to be some type of safety issues embedded into these apps, so that when people go on dates with people who are kind of suspect, that there's going to be a way that they can like put something on their profile to let people know to be careful, cautious around these people. This is going to be something about accountability. there are going to be lots of stories coming out about a whole lot of people being victims of this type of, and we can call it just what it is. This is just like date rape. And guys, do not get it twisted. Females can rape males just as easily, not just as easily, but just as much as males can rape females. So understand, this is not one gender specific. This was a woman who kidnapped and assaulted a man, and this is not something that is new. Yes, she's going to get justice, but there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes up about this. This is going to kind of be like that Johnny Depp, that whole thing about how women are usually the victims. It's going to be messy, but yes, she's going to get justice, but this is going to unearth a whole lot of inequity in the law when it comes to females assaulting males, and then the fact that this is a white woman who assaulted a black man. All of this is going to come into play. Guys, this is going to be another nasty case, but out of this, some good things are going to come, but we are going to see the two different justice systems again, because she's a woman and she tried to kill this man. She is not going to get what she would have got had the roles been reversed. Black man slicing a white woman. No, he would have been dealt with way more severely than she is going to be dealt with. She will go to jail, but the punishment does not fit the crime. Okay, and I'll just put it that way. It's going to show the inequity, the disparity between people, melanated people and non-melanated people when it comes to the courts. This is going to be a case that's going to show that. So no, Keba, she's not going to get life sentence. She's not going to get a sentence that she actually deserves. She will go to prison. But it will be a slap on the wrist for what she did. Her punishment will in no way fit the crime that she committed. Okay, my next question is from Carmen B. Carmen wants to know, will 45 testify before the January 6th committee under oath? And guys, I want to do a deep dive into this. Tarot, universe, creator, spirit, guides, ancestors, please. Will Donnie testify in front of the January 6th committee under oath? Will he appear at the building, televised or not? Will he show up to testify before the January 6th committee? Will he show up to testify before the January 6th committee? Oh, okay, guys. Looky here. He gonna show up because he has to. He's going to be compelled to because they're going to subpoena him. Okay, it's not going to just be an ask. When he's going to come in there, and he's going to come in there with full obstruction. He is going to come in there with full obstruction. He's going to be talking nonsense. This is why he wants it televised. He is going to just plead the fifth when it comes to serious questions and then just try to spew. He is just going to be disruptive, try to speak over the committee, call them. He's going to be using all kinds of faces and laughing at them, and he wants it to be a spectacle. That is why he wants it televised. He wants his bad behavior televised. This is so that he can rile up his base. He wants to behave badly so that he can show them exactly what he wants, how he wants them to behave. Yes, 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 Carmen, 45 will testify in front of the January 6th committee. He'll show up. He's not going to testify, but he will show up, and then he will cause a massive disruption as long as he can. If they cannot keep control of that Senate, of that meeting room, then 45 is going to act out. He is going to do everything he can to literally just be disruptive, to spew his lies. He's going to be shouting over, I won, this is all rigged. I'm literally calling his base to arms, saying that this is a witch hunt and that everybody who is listening to this needs to come and defend his name. Yes, this is bad. He is going to abuse every single bit of power he has remaining to try to just completely throw everything off the rails. It is already out of balance. He wants to make it more out of balance. His plot is to just go in there and be like a shook up hornet's nest. And he's just going to spread his barullo, his poison, his filth all over the room. It has nothing to do about a sane interview. Testimony. No, this is him getting on stage and putting on the act of his life. That is what old Donnie Boy has planned for when he has to stand in front of the January 6th committee. And guys, he is nervous. He knows that this could all blow up in his face, which it will. But this is his last ditch effort. The walls are closing in. The roof is about to fall in on him. There are so many cases that call for his arrest right now. There's no wiggling out of this. He has nowhere to run to, guys. He has nowhere to run to. So this is going to be like his Emmy award-winning performance is what he is going to do for the January 6th committee. And that's exactly what it is. He is going to put on the performance of his lifetime in front of the January 6th committee. And this will be his last-ditch effort. And this will be where he calls his minions to organize. He will call for them. He will call for them to literally stage another coup. Another coup. Okay. Beautiful Girl has a question. And this is about a Russian journalist. Russian journalist. Let me see if I can say her name right. Marina Avsyannikova. I think I got it. Marina Avsyannikova. This was the journalist who on television got up there and told the people of Russia what Vlad was doing, knowing full well that she could have been killed, jailed, right then, right there. She was placed under house arrest, locked in her house, not allowed to come out. For months she has been under house arrest. Well, Marina has escaped her house arrest with her young daughter. So a beautiful girl would like to know, will Marina Avsyannikova be safe and protected? She continues to speak out against Vlad and what she's doing. Will Marina Avsyannikova be safe and protected while she is fleeing Russia? Will Marina Avsyannikova be safe and protected while she's fleeing Russia, her and her young child? Look at this. We get the movement card, guys. She is on the run. She is on the run. Oh gosh, guys, and her safety is not guaranteed, unfortunately. She's going to have to go through a lot of stuff. She's going to have to go through a lot of stuff. She's going to have to trust some people who she would normally never trust. She's going to have to put her, literally, the fate of her life in the hands of people who she is not sure about. The final card that she got is the crossroads. And this is where she is. She is running for her life. She would rather run and take her chances than to sit there and wind up thrown out of a window, because that is what was coming next. And she's already been threatened with that. So she ran to save her and her daughter's life. But she's going to have to rely on some people who she would normally not trust. She's going to have to put her faith into other people who may not have her best wishes in hand. And guys, while she's running, she does not have a lot more than the clothes on her back and a couple rubles in her pocket. She is literally at the will of those who will help her. She wants to get away from the situation that she's in. She does not want to live in fear. She does not want her child to live that way. So she took her life and her child's life in her hands. She would rather die free than to live in bondage and in fear. Excellent question, beautiful girl. Okay, guys, like I said, I didn't have many questions. So this is the extent of the reading today, all right? Okay, so let's talk about the weather because we are in this week of change. This is very important. Again, prepare for winter. Put a blanket in your car. Keep water, at least a gallon of water and some energy bars, something that you can eat that will sustain you. Keep it in your car right now. We are about to turn into we've got a whole bunch of things going on right now. The sun is turning and we've got a line of sunspots that are about to turn and face this earth this week. And that's going to cause a lot of adverse reactions. We have got some rolling earthquakes that are coming and we are working our way up to a big shaker, guys. Pay attention to your emergency broadcast your emergency broadcast people. Understand, I don't know where it's going to hit, but we have a very large, and there should probably be two of them because one happens on one side and it happens on the other side. So we are gearing up to have some big earth moving events. If you find yourself in an earthquake, first thing to do is, if you are indoors, to get under something that will keep the ceiling from falling on your head, period. Okay? If you're outside, try to get out from under any electrical lines or poles or anything that could fall on your head. Get into an open space, okay? Away from buildings, because buildings can collapse too. So if you're inside, try to get up under a table, under a flat, solid surface. Again, if an earthquake happens at night and you have to actually get up, keep a pair of shoes, something hard-soled next to your bed. And this is from Dutch Sense, guys. This is not me. This is Dutch Sense's advice for being prepared for big shakers. So keep a pair of shoes under your bed in case you need to jump into them and run outside late in the night or early in the morning or any time like that. All right. So be prepared for that. The weather is going to be extreme. When these weather patterns hit, we've got cold air and warm air. We've got cold water and warm water. We are literally in this flux of change where we're going to have colliding systems, okay? Across the whole of America, we are going to have crazy weather events. Coming down from Canada in the north, expect freezing, extremely cold mornings, okay? And then windy afternoons. In the Midwest, prepare. Tornadoes are almost inevitable at this time. Oklahoma especially, where it's prone, Nader country, be prepared. Kentucky as well, okay? And parts of Ohio. Be prepared for some freaky wind, straight line wind events. Up and down the coast, when we've got more water issues coming. So everybody needs to be on guard and prepared for weather events. Over here, Arizona, California, Nevada, Utah, and Washington. The northernmost states, Washington and Utah, and Northern California, you're going to be getting colder, colder, colder weather, but it's dry. Understand, wildfires are going to be a problem this winter, and freakish wildfires will be just popping up all over the place in Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. Okay, down here in Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, and New Mexico, prepare for another weather system to come up from South America, from off the Pacific coast, to bring in a lot of some. Arizona, you may get another tornado. Okay, we have more weather events coming, and that water is going to push from South America, Mexico, up through Arizona, Texas, into New Mexico. So prepare for windy, wet weather. All right, guys. All right. This has been Tea Time for Tanya for Friday. I have open availabilities if you would like a reading. Get with me on at psychictanya9@gmail.com. And also, I have amended my sachets. Sachets are $12.50. That includes shipping and handling for the regular small sachets, and for the large sachets, which last for three to 4 months, those are $25. Shipping and handling is included with up to 5 jujus, mojos, drawing, whatever protection you need. I will put up to 5 in there. And that is, you can check all of that out on my community page. There's a menu there now. So all inquiries, psychictanya9@gmail.com. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaste. Namaste, guys.